And good afternoon from Krusty's workshop. Well, just sort of do a little video on a couple of things. First is got this nice, rather collectible Watkins Dominator amplifier on the bench from the 60s, which I'm going through and just doing some component upgrades on. I believe these were and still are very, very popular and sought after amp used by musicians still, and very collectible now. And I believe there was some type with Marshall, whether Jim Marshall stole the design or took the paint. I know there was definitely some tie-up with this. I think it was Charlie Watkins, I think, who built this amplifier. It's all online anyway. But yeah, I know there was some. I think somebody stole someone's idea or something. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. But even so, it's really nice. I think it's really cool. I love the look of it. You know, with the vinyl wrap and the colours. It's just really, really cool. So yeah, just gone through and just upgraded some of the resistors and caps. Some of these resistors here have already been changed by a previous repair technician, but the cathode bypass resistors gone high, and the owner kind of wanted some of these Phillips mustard caps put in, you know, to try and make it as period looking as possible. And yeah, and that's where I come to the second part of the video. For the first time ever, in all the years I've been fixing equipment and using these caps, that bloody thing is short circuit. It is a piece of wire. It's new old stock. It came out of my new old stock bin of Phillips mustard caps. So it's never been used in anything, and well, you know, whether it somehow managed to slip through inspection at the factory, I don't know, but it's basically shorted. And it's definitely a first for me. I'm quite shocked that it's failed. See if I can do this with one hand, but yeah, let me see if I can do this with one hand. I've just got the fluke meter on diode test so that it beeps. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. Here we are. The meter is beeping to say that this thing is a piece of wire. Absolutely unbelievable. Mind you, I guess it's always going to be a first, but yeah. Yeah, no, I'm actually quite shocked because I put it in, and it goes in up here. It's a coupling cap. It feeds one of these Z83s. I was thinking, well, it was going, but it's like, well, hang on, why aren't these channels working? And there was meant to be voltage up here, and it was all missing. Went back to here, went to the 100k resistors, there's 160 volts on one side, nothing else. I thought, oh, wonder if the resistor's open. Pulled the resistor out, and well, the resistor's fine. So I metered that line to ground, and there was a dead short. And I thought, well, surely it can't be the cap, or maybe I'd poked the component in too far, and the pins were touching the metal chassis. But no, I made sure to cut the pins really short when I installed the components. But no, ended up being that bloody cap. So there you go, guys. That's one for the X-Files, or the, yeah. Well, I'll go and find another one and put it in. I might actually. I've got a couple of I've got a slightly more later variation of this Phillips cap, so I might put one of those in. Actually, I've got a couple of other ones of these type. I might actually check those with the meter before I put them. But yeah, so there you go. So that was pretty much just the main reason for the video, and yeah, I've got myself a little wee. I call this a teeny weeny winter workshop because it is quite small. It's only 1.7 wide, and it beats. I'd rather be in here than out in the big workshop where there's no insulation and it's absolutely freezing out there. So I've got a wood burner behind me in the big lounge. So yeah, it's a nice little spot to be in. Nice little spot to be in the middle of winter time. So you might see the odd video in future from me up here as well. So that was it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Cheers, guys.